can breathe again. Lost in the waves, I wander, but in your eyes I see no pain. You're a holiday, a break from the rain, sipping your sunshine, come take me away. In the water, finally I can breathe again. You're a dream, 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 standing in your presence, carry me away, honey. A dream, 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 make me lose my senses.
Hey guys, welcome back to a new weekly vlog, coming to you on New Year's Eve. I am actually feeling quite poorly, but I feel like the house is getting ready for the new year, which is really exciting. I am staying in tonight. It was what I really wanted to do this New Year's Eve. I've just always been in the most fortunate positions where I've had loads of friends and family around me to celebrate. However, this year I just wanted to be on my own. I feel like I wanted to wake up in my own bed. I wanted to have a chilled one. I wanted to do some manifesting and planning and just start the new year on the right foot, and that is what I'm doing, and I'm actually doing it with somebody. I am currently babysitting my friend Steph's doggo, Frankie. He's looking at me right now. So I've got him for a few days, which would be quite nice to have some company because London is quite quiet. Everyone, all my best friends are away. They're in Dubai, up north, in Australia, and I just wanted to wake up in my own place. I've been trying to do little bits and bobs around the house, like painting the walls, if there's like any marks, just getting rid of bits and bobs. So today's port of call is I actually have to do a skip run. I've just got loads of crap that just needs getting rid of, and nothing that can be given to anybody. It's just like cardboard and boxes and like old jam jars and, you know, all those bits and bobs. And then Frankie and I are gonna go and do a little food shop. I want to go and get some olives from my Italian deli. I want to go and get a steak and then just mooch around Parsons Green and just take him for a walk. So that is the port of call for today. So I'll quickly show you my outfit of the day. I'm just in leggings, jumper and my white top. I've actually got on my new scarf that I bought from skiing. I did try to vlog when I went skiing with my family, however it just didn't work out, and I was just really enjoying time off, and we just had the loveliest time, so I just kind of scrapped that. We're just gonna start from here. But no, yeah, so I bought this really lovely scarf, cashmere scarf from Cushton in Courchevel 1850. I've been wanting one of these scarves for ages, and it's known that if you buy it in Europe it's so much more cheaper than in England. I think it's like an extra £60 on top. So I got this really lovely like grey marl one. I love it so much, and I just feel like it just elevates an outfit and it's just a little bit different. So I've got that on with my white coat from Reiss, my Reiss brown chocolate bag, Reiss gloves and boots. Hi baby. Hi. This is Frankie. Frankie is gorgeous and we've kind of tried to match. Maybe I'll change him into another outfit, but I'm trying to match with him. So like I said, I have my little darling Frankie with me. I've put the washing on. I'm gonna put him on a jumper that matches me. I feel like that would look quite cute. I feel like I'm gonna be one of those owners who match their dogs, and I just think it's the cutest thing in the world. I am not ashamed of doing just that. I feel like I need to get him one of these like scarves. I feel like that would look really cute. He just doesn't mind being dressed up. So now we match. He's in a little jumper. His mummy gave me lots of outfits for him to wear, which is so us. I don't know how old he is actually. I think he must be 6 months now, but he's just so precious. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. Ready, sir? Gonna go for a walkies? He doesn't walk very far.
Finally I can breathe again.
We have been so cozy, haven't we? We've just been on the sofa all afternoon having cuddles, watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Oh, I've just got into my pajamas because why not? It is 5 o'clock in the evening, and I thought I would firstly feed my little munchkin and also as well pop some champagne and have some olives and bubbles, because that way will be lovely, because that will be very lovely. Look how snuggled he is. Oh my goodness. Oh, little one. I've got myself a little snack plate and a glass of champagne. I have cucumber, some little parmesan sticks and some olives. This champagne is from M&S.
Breathe again. Lost in the waves, I wonder.
That is honestly all I wanted this evening. Steak, chips and a rocket parmesan salad. And I've got some little bit of Dijon and I have a full glass of champagne.
Come take me away in the water. Finally I can breathe again. You're a dream, 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 dream. Standing in your presence, carry me away.
Good morning everybody and happy new year. It is the first day of 2026 and I had the loveliest way of starting 2026. I slept for 9 hours last night. I haven't done that in a very long time, so to be able to do that has been such a treat. And I woke up with a man in my life, Frankie. Oh he's here. So I had a really lovely evening. I watched The Holiday. What else did I watch? I watched other bits and bobs. I made steak, I had some chocolate, I had some champagne, and I passed out. I absolutely fell asleep and I had Frankie in my arms, which was very, very lovely. I've woken up this morning. I have done a post on resetting. I really want to get back into sharing kind of like wellness and foodie bits, so I started 2026 with doing just that, like a very easy soft reset. So I actually will leave a link to it down below, so if you do want to go and check it out. It's just like a really nice way to ease yourself into your 2026 goals, because it can be quite overwhelming and you're like, where do I start? So I feel like this is quite a nice way of doing so. I'm now going to head down to Sloane Square because I have a couple of things I want to return, as well as I just want to get out and I want to get Frankie out and go for a walk. So I thought I'd go down to Sloane Square, do that, go to M&S and go and do a little bit of a shop, and yeah, just have a little couple of hours in town. And the sun is shining, which is just heaven, and I just thought what better way to just go and do that. So I'm actually going to grab a bike and put him in my bag and head down to the station. So yeah, so that is the port of call for today. And then I've got lots of venison mince left over, so I'm going to do a batch cook of bolognese. So I have some really yummy wholesome dishes to cook this evening for the rest of the week. And also, so I think I'm going to get a roast chicken to roast tomorrow evening and film it, because it's one of my favourite things to prep for a new week, a new month. It's just a really nice reset to do, so I want to like inspire people with more recipes like that. I'm in my big coat and I am loving my new little scarf. Frankie is chewing on everything, oh my god. He's in this gorgeous little Borg number, and we're gonna head to Sloane Square and have a little bit of a mooch and yeah, just get out the house. Before I go, I want to say I hope 2026 treats you very well and it gives you an abundance of happiness and love and joy and opportunities and success and everything like that. But yeah, thank you so much for all your support in 2025. 2025 was not my favourite. In travel and friends and things like that, it was incredible. I had so many incredible opportunities, but mindfully, mentally, it just definitely was not. It wasn't my favourite. So 2026 is a new chapter, and I'm in my 30s, which is another new chapter, looking at Frankie, and it's the year of the horse, which apparently is supposed to be incredible. So wishing you all the best.
Dream, dream, standing in your presence, carry me away, honey.
I am back from the shops. It was so bleak outside. It was so cold. I did obviously take Frankie, but he's so dinky and he just really struggled with the weather and his feet, and he doesn't actually walk that far, bless him. So I had to pretty much carry him the whole time. But do you know what was really lovely? That everyone was so uplifted by his presence. Like, the joy of a dog or an animal is just so lovely. Like, for me personally, this has been so lovely because it's been such lovely company But like even like on the tube, or if I just walk past someone, the happiness on their faces is just such pure joy. Like honestly, it lifts people's spirits up so much. So he's been such a treat. A little madam, if I do say so. He has the zoomies right now. He has this like hour of zoomies and he is going crazy. Anyway, I am sitting down because an order I did at Dorina has arrived, which I think is so lovely to open for New Year's Day, like a fresh pair of pajamas, underwear. I recently got a couple of pieces from them, maybe it was in October, and honestly, favourite underwear, favourite pajamas. I love my skin pajamas, please do not get me wrong, but I have really enjoyed Dorina. I think it's such a beautiful brand, and they very kindly said if I wanted to pick up some more bits, which I have. And I've picked up a couple of pieces, like my favourite pieces, in just different colourways. So, sit here and be nice. Like I said, I picked up a couple of my favourite pieces in a different colourway. So I have a really lovely bralette that I just wear time and time again. And also as well, it's really lovely because I have quite big boobs that if I'm wearing kind of like a low neck item, like a body for example, I've got this really lovely intimacy body. I'll leave it down below because I just think it's a really lovely evening top. It just adds to the top, like it just has this really nice lace bit. So the first one is this bralette. I wanted to pick it up in nude and I got it in a small, which actually that's a UK 10, that's quite big. But it's such a lovely fit, it's so comfortable. So I wanted it in a nude because I feel like this would be so handy with white pieces, and also as well if it shows like in my like see-through intimacy tops, they're kind of like a tiny bit transparent. I feel like they look quite neat and elegant. Next piece is a white bra. I actually haven't tried this bra out yet. I don't know if I actually selected this, but if so, if not, I'm very happy because it is very pretty. It's this really nice, I was lacking white or like neutral bras. I picked up this one, which I thought was really sweet. I don't like padded bras either, and actually most of the time I don't like underwire. This is a 75D. I wonder if that's like an American size. 34D, yeah. So yeah, love this. Really nice like unpadded lace bra with an underwire, and it's got a really sweet rose there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really pretty. I was literally about to say I should have got the matching thong, and I have. These are such comfortable thongs. The material is just heavenly. I've got it in black, but I selected it in nude to match the bralette. That is so lovely, honestly. Nothing beats fresh underwear and fresh pajamas. So it's like this nice like silk material and then a lace detail, really comfortable, and I got in a small. Again, it says a size 10, but I'd say it's like an 8 because I'm a size 6. And then, I'm gonna wear these tonight. Apparently you're not supposed to do a wash today, so I won't wash anything tonight, but I think I'm gonna pop on some fresh pajamas. These are some really gorgeous pink ones. I haven't got any of these from Dorina before, but I've got like a lace pair which are really pretty. They're like still like that jersey material, like really uber soft, long sleeve, and they've just got like lace details on the chest, the wrists and the ankles. But I saw these and I thought they were really lovely, just some pink pajamas with some black piping, and then they come with matching trousers. So I think I'm going to pop those on and start getting ready for like a cozy evening in. I feel like 2026 for me is the year of not slowing down, but just being a bit, what do you mean to take this off for you? Being a bit more restful. I feel like I lacked a lot of sleep in 2025. So I feel like 2026 is going to be the year of sleep. Is that better? Oh, he's been so good. I feel like I need to make him dinner as well, but oh, look at him, he's so squishy. I've got leftover venison mince that I need to cook, so I'm going to make a big bolognese dish. And then I'm going to have it with like sweet potatoes, rice throughout the week, and then I'm also going to get a chicken as well. So I'm just going to batch cook, so I've got some lovely wholesome, healthy, wellnessy dishes ready to go throughout.
Dream, 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 make me lose my sense presses, carry me away, away. A dream, 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 come take me away. I see a new horizon, my 2 feet steady on the ground. With you I found my reason, yeah, to keep chasing what we found. You're a holiday,
Right, I am in my pajamas. These are so comfortable. They're like so soft and so snuggly. I absolutely adore them. I'm going to leave them down below because they are honestly like pure butter. And there is literally nothing better than having fresh pajamas. It's just like the best thing. I actually gifted my mum some intimacy ones for Christmas and they're just heavenly. But I'm cooking a venison bolognese. I'm going to leave a link down below. I'm going to leave a link down below to a previous one I cooked last year, and it's like how I fully do it. So it has all the instructions and like kind of like the recipes to it. But yeah, I love venison. I was really grateful actually when my dad and I went to the butcher's the other day in my parents' village. The local butcher, he's so lovely. He's from South Africa and he was closed, but he very kindly invited me and my dad in, and he really spoiled us with some like venison mince. My dad got steak, like a huge venison steak, like a fillet, and gave us a really affordable price, and it was just incredible. And venison, he was saying, is like the most sustainable meat, so I'm gonna start buying more of that, and it's just so delicious, and the color of it is just so red. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to make that now, and I'm gonna have it with some sweet potato and some rocket. This one has had the zoomies. He's had a proper zoomie moment. But yeah, I've just been really like, I feel like when it comes to a new year and 2026, I feel like people are quite nervous for it to be like a full-on ham-hard, let's get into a new year, new me, new reset. Like, I'm just taking things slowly. I'm not gonna go on this like drastic diet. I'm going to have really wholesome meals which are really comforting but also really good for my body and my hormones. And one of my biggest things for 2026 was I introduced more red meat, and I just saw such a difference just in my well-being and in my energy and just in my hormones. So yeah, that has definitely been a big game changer. Pardon the pun, the game and the venison, game changer for me and my well-being. So I'm going to be doing that more often. One of my favourite 2025 finds was these M&S frozen chicken bone broths. Chicken bone broth can be so expensive. This was £6 for quite a lot of beef stock, and there's literally nothing in them. That's what I love about M&S, is that they're just really real food. So I'm gonna put 2 slabs of this M&S chicken bone broth in my venison bolognese. They're just so handy. I like to drink this on its own, making ramen, in my stocks, and it's just delicious. I also give some to Frankie as well. Like, I put it in his nibble, so he has like a bit of a soupy, yummy dish, and he absolutely loves it. But just is so much easier than making it yourself, and they've got literally nothing in it. So yeah, really good.
The rain, sipping your sunshine, come take me away. No horizon.
Dinner is served. I've got half a sweet potato, venison bolognese, rocket parmesan, lots of salt and pepper and chili, and I'm gonna eat this and watch the new Stranger Things. Guys, it is the second or the third. I am doing a little bit of an organisation in the pantry and the cupboards. I feel like this is such a nice and easy thing to do in the first couple of days of the new year, is just to reset like your space. I have been posting a little bit on my Instagram of like ways to declutter and kind of like make yourself feel a bit more refreshed and reset for the new year. And I've done it kind of like in a soft way, like a soft launch. We don't want to go too heavy on it. And one of them is a way of decluttering your pantries, your fridges, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm restocking like my seeds and my powders and bits and bobs like that. So I thought I would actually pick up the camera and kind of show you what I'm doing, because I'm putting it as a reel as well, and hoping that it and hoping that it will inspire people. I want to start creating content that is inspiring and kind of like, not problem solving, but like has a purpose, instead of just kind of like, I feel like content used to be quite a lot of like just pretty pictures and things like that, but now I want to create content which is kind of like educational and a bit more learning. So that is what the port of call for today is. So that is what I'm doing right now. I've had a proper clear out and I've refreshed everywhere. I've taken the Christmas decorations down. I've popped in my Neptune faux flowers in this little vintage raffia pot, which looks very sweet. And then up here I have just taken everything out. I've kept all my mugs and organised them, and I've got some jars up here as well, and I'm just going to restock it and reorganise it so it looks all neat and tidy and usable. I actually haven't showed you in here as well, but I have another large pantry and this needs a little bit of TLC, so I will go through that as well.
A dream, 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 dream.
So I'm going to decanter some of my ingredients into some jars and then kind of make a list on my phone of what I'm missing and what I would like to have in my pantry. I found a lot of things on M&S, which was amazing. So the mixed omega seeds and then the chia seeds. I also found some milled flax seeds as well, which is quite handy, and they do honestly look quite lovely in these packaging. I do love to have them in decanter jars. I will leave some decanter jars down below from Amazon, H&M, but they just make it look so much more organised and clean.
You make me lose my senses, carry me away, away. Dream, dream, dream. Come take me away.
This is looking so organised. I am completely obsessed. I don't know how long this is going to last like this, but I feel like when it comes to organising cupboards, it comes with a bit of teething because you don't know where you're going to be when you want to gravitate towards things. At the moment, I gravitate towards this cupboard. I absolutely love this cupboard. I think because it's above the coffee machine and the kettle. So usually I'm around this area making breakfast and coffee. And when I mean breakfast, like my sweet breakfasts. So I've got all my bits for yogurt bowls, porridge, chia puddings, smoothies. They're all here. So I've got my Ancient and Brave jar of collagen. I also picked out these travel style products as well. So I've got the Ancient and Brave in travel forms in the collagen, cacao and collagen, which is delicious for the evenings to make really lovely chocolate. If you want like a sweet treat, that's really lovely just to have like as a little hot chocolate. You can have it with water or with milk. Then I've got True Hydration, which is their electrolytes, and then True Creatine, which I have in a large jar, but this is amazing for when I'm traveling. Down here I've got my herbal teas, the pucker, the peppermint and licorice is my absolute favourite. And then over here I've got dates, matcha, omega seeds, chia seeds, gluten-free oats, and up here is as well as the spirulina, flax seeds, and then this is colostrum, which I like to add to smoothie and to my porridges. So yeah, it's looking very organised and very good in here. Now I need to tackle the rest, but I'm really happy with how this is looking. Just looks like such a lovely little station. And then in here I've just decanted my tea bags. This is from Tatiana Alida. It's such a beautiful little china jar. And yeah, I've just popped in my English breakfast teas in there, so they're right by the kettle, and I think that looks really lovely. I just love decantering tea bags and products like that into jars. I do need to do that for my pucker ones, but I actually don't mind the packaging of that one. That looks quite pretty and actually goes quite well. Maybe when I finish this jar of loose leaf, I can pop them in there. But yeah, this is how it is looking. I will leave a link to pretty much all the products that I can find down below. And then yeah, that's one project done. I feel like sometimes with projects, what we do is we say we need to clean or organize the whole kitchen. And sometimes that can be so overwhelming that we actually never get anything done. So this is my kind of like inspiration for you, is to don't tackle one giant project. Tackle a space in the giant project. So if it's a room that needs redecorating and it needs the floors, the carpets, a new sofa, just start with the floor. or start with the walls. Like, just slowly start. Don't do it all at once, because I think with that comes the impossible and the failure, and people just give up. So just tackle it with baby steps, bit by bit, and then slowly but surely it should be all organized. Again, it's like cleaning the house. Don't clean the whole house in one go. Just hoover, just empty the bin. If you just focus on the small steps, then you'll achieve a lot more. Hopefully you can see this. The sun is literally pouring through. But I just received my delivery from Ancient and Brave, one of my favourite supplement brands. Their products are just really good ingredients. They do different styles of their products. So here's an example of the True Collagen in a jar, which hasn't got any sachets or anything like that. However, I stocked up on the sachets because of traveling and going back and forth from places, or if I'm out at meetings and I have a moment to spare to have a coffee with collagen in it, or I'm at the gym and I just need to pour in my electrolytes, then these are super handy. So I've got sachet forms of the True Hydration, True Creatine. I do have this in a large jar form. However, these are quite handy for on the go. Creatine is really incredible for cognitive function and for physical health. I've also got True Collagen in sachet forms. So like I said, you can get them in a jar or in a sachet. And then I got the cacao and collagen ritual sachets, which are delicious. I love to have a sweet treat in the evening, and these are so delicious. I have these either just hot water on its own or with some hot almond milk, but so yummy when you are wanting a sweet treat but you don't. This is incredible, and then you're just getting an extra dose of collagen. It's got raw cacao, organic cacao, grass-fed collagen, organic beetroot, organic cinnamon, carob, that's really lovely for unwinding, organic baobab fruit pulp, and Himalayan salt. But yeah, no, these are really delicious, and I just love having these in the evening. They're just a nice way to have like a bit of chocolate, but quite good.
Dream, 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 standing in your presence, carry me away, honey. Dream.
Right, I'm gonna wind down for the evening and have one of my Ancient and Brave cacao and collagen sachets. These are just so delicious for when you're craving something sweet. Cacao, collagen, other ingredients as well as ashwagandha, which is really nice for unwinding. So usually I just have this with hot water. You can have hot milk as well, but I actually don't mind the taste on its own. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the vlog here as one. I think I've done quite a lot for this video, as well as I can hear Frankie crying outside. I've just let him outside for a wee. But thank you for watching. I hope 2026 treats you very well, and yeah, I will see you in the next one.
Dream, dream, make me lose my senses, carry me away, away. A dream, 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 come take me away. My head above the water, finally I can breathe again.